Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining CDSoundMaster, CDSoundMaster.com. This is Michael Angel, that's me, frozen in time in the bottom right corner, sporting my fancy, wonderful, beautiful, incredible, monumental audio t-shirt. Notice how it kind of matches. Love that. Alright, so I'm going to share some pretty cool stuff with you. I'm here to let you know about my latest release, the wonderful, incredible, amazing program library for Nebula 4, Nebula 3, Nebula Pro Commercial. I like calling it Nebula Pro because the numbers may change, but the Nebula part doesn't. So Pro, I think of it as the commercial version of the library. So you can use it with Nebula. It works. And that is the idea. So here we are. I'm going to walk you through the website real quick. This is just basically video to show you the website, get it from the website, buy it, download it, what you're looking at with the graphs. And then I'm going to do some videos for you for the most important thing, which is how does it sound. So I'm going to walk you through the intended use of the console's settings, and you should enjoy. So therefore, thank you. Here we go. So you will start by going here to the main page, CDSoundMaster.com. If you have a question, do so. Woohoo. Come down to products, program libraries, and boom. And love it, love it. Okay, so you can actually use the right arrow if you know where you're headed. If you know your party's extension, please press it now. And boom, classic consoles. Bam. And something new. So you click on this guy, I've already got it open. And here we are. It is the Melbourne, the Melbourne Classic console from probably 73, if not 4. And so read all this to learn all about it. And oh, I don't know why I put this link. Why did I put that there? Oh, love it. Okay. Fantastic. And there's a corresponding, if you're looking for the difference in the Class A versus this Melbourne Class AB console, you can click right here, and that takes you to the other N series, the one that carries the famous 73 EQ type. This is just the console, but if you're looking for the EQ, then my goodness, come right back over here and boom, boom, boom. Classic equalizer. No, you know what? Would you pay attention, please? Channel strip equalizers, possibly? Yes, we have the 1084 version of the EQ, which is fitted after the N1073, but not the AB version of the 1081. So these to me are the best of both worlds in my opinion. And then, you know, if you're looking for the EQ version of things, here's the EQ version of things. Isn't that swell? I think it is. So back to the other page. If you were to click on audio samples, you get the audio samples page. If you click on the graphs page, you get the graphs page. And if you are just looking to buy the thing, smart are you? So you just click price, watch the gear spin, and check it out, check it out, check it out. If you are a customer, then email us and I will get you to your customer discount. Smart way to go, $10 off. Anytime, anywhere. All right, so here's the audio samples page. I'm going to go over these in detail in separate videos. So I hope you will join me for that. I think it'll be fun. And here's the graphs. I'm going to go over the graphs. You can see that, you know, most people, they're going to show you 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. I'm showing the full range, so the good, bad, the ugly, everything underneath. In this case, if you want it clean, you go for the lowest amp setting, D1. D is for the direct input. It's a line level input. 1 is the lowest of 6 preset settings for amplification. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is the lowest, 6 is the highest. And if you look, it's pretty darn ruler flat. You'll see that that's slightly different. You get a slight rise and a little bit of range of interesting fuzziness up here. And if you're looking at the mic in its first position, it has a little bit of a dip. It's just an teensy bit, a little bit on the warm side. You'll see something very similar with the pad. It's a little tiny bit more linear, but basically the same shape. So you go down here. I actually like the idea of using The channel 1's microphone set to blast. You know, think of this how you wish, but the console goes a little bit into a different drive and impedance type thing, and you can see that there's a slight roll off below 100 hertz, very subtle but enough to notice over time. If you run this, you know, back and forth for several different settings, you know, think of people like printing to tape, and then they run the bus through tape, and then they run the final through tape, all using the same setting. You would actually start to hear a little bit of the brightness above like 16K, and that's kind of nice. But does it do ruler flat? Yes, it does. Channel 1 and 2 both had a very similar response. So use the graphs page. In fact, you know, just download it if you would like to. Use it as a visual. You can see that the range on channel 1's direct input line level can go from about 6.7% all the way up to 17%. These are edited to be very accurate with what you're getting, and this is pushing towards the peak. So if you were not wanting to work with a 0 decibel 1 kilohertz peak tone, and instead you wanted to work with dynamic music, you'll probably see your -18 somewhere around this-ish range, and it's not going to drive nearly into that higher percentage of distortion. You can see that the mics actually tend to have lower distortion. You know, it's not always the case, but in this case it is, and the pad had slightly less distortion as well. So just use the visuals to your advantage, and for whatever reason it did this order. The mains are down here. Mains are pretty darn ruler flat too, but they're interesting looking and sounding. So that's the way you find this stuff, and I am going to go through everything else first. So in their own videos, what am I saying? All right, so thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying this. Actually, no, we're not anywhere close to being done. Okay, so let's say you've already bought it. Yes, that's what I wanted to show you. So now you've unzipped, and you're going to see if you are using PC, then to install it, all you have to do is click on this. Not sure what's going on here. Did I not click it right? You know what? I bet it's doing that thing. Oh, I gotta wait for the drive. Okay, sorry about that. Probably opened up more than one. Yep. All right. Not my problem, not Nebula's problem. It was waiting for the USB drive to kick in. So, nifty tool here. If this is your Nebula or Nebula 4 temp repository, let it be there. If not, then you can go and browse for it. It starts off with the whole collection selected. You can deselect anything that you want. I can tell you now that anything designated with a C after the name, right here, you can see CLN. That stands for clean. They've designated this for me because I established that idea for C equals clean. Clean means no harmonics, so that's pretty cool that that's kind of built into the process now. Let's say you didn't want any of the pad mics or you didn't want any of the clean programs, you can check or uncheck them. So once you're ready, in fact, I'm going to just shorten the process and just do that one just so it's really quick. So you'll see, boom, boom, library installed successfully. If you are using Macintosh, then you'll just grab these and copy paste them. And I've already got this loaded over here. So you will put your N2P programs in the programs folder. As you see, I've already done this. And you will put your vector files, your N2Vs, in the vectors folder, and you'll see I've already done this over here. So once that is done, you load up your instance of Nebula, and you will see that these appear in the list. Where do they appear? Glad you asked. So you'll have a CDS, which stands for CDSoundMaster. It's really all one word. It's not CDSoundMaster, it's CDSoundMaster, but that's okay. CD, classically defined, SoundMaster. Go under here, and you'll see Mel. So this is the Melbourn. Everything that's a clean is under here. Those are all the no harmonics versions of the same things. You get the volume, frequency, dynamic effects without any harmonic distortion. You can see how that would come in handy if you didn't want the harmonics from the Neve, but you still wanted the Neve. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So you double click to load a program, and I've already got it in here. Yeah. So you click that, and you'll see the programs right here. And because this is a harmonics version, you have the drive over here. You can turn it up and down. all of the cool stuff included. And to change it, you've got this open. Here's the -20 pad on the microphone. So let's say I want 3 out of 6 loud. There we go. Boom. All set up with the mic pad included. Leave these alone unless you don't want to. It will match exactly whatever kind of volume scheme you want to use for your track stuff. So that is that, my friends.